I was not ready for one-on-one circling at all. It was like so much different than group circling. Group circling, you can kind of hang back, chill, no worries, someone else is going to talk. I don't need to necessarily engage directly, but when you're one-on-one circling, it's just so much different. Those were my first 2 times doing it, and you have to be engaged, you have to be in their world, you have to be ready to, to paraphrase how they're feeling, and then to ask them a question about how they're feeling, and then maybe even ask them a question that leads them down a path that has them open up in an even more vulnerable and beautiful way. And so I was totally not expecting all of that crazy pressure and difference. And it is. It's fun though. It's a fun dance. But when the first time you start trying to dance, people are like, "Who's that guy?" Like trying to dance. But then once you hit the dance floor like 100 times, you're like, "What's up, people?" So like that's how I feel. Like I'm some newbie right now. And then eventually I'll have danced 100 times and it'll feel better. And then you'll dance 10,000 times and you'll be really good at it. And then, but it's fun being in that position. And it's fun having a one-on-one circle being done to you as well. You're surrendering to just one person rather than 6 people. So it's interesting how the people dynamics changed based on the number of people that are in the circle. Like if you were to get circled right now, it would be like 20 people. So it's one-on-one to 20. These scales are so fascinating. So the scale was an interesting analysis.
Yep.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So say that you, like, well, first of all, I think it's so revealing that, like, you said, like, how, like, intense it was, and then you were like, and it was fun. Like, I think that points to that something feels worth the discomfort.
Oh yeah.
What, like, if we just, like, imagine you went through the discomfort and it became one of those, you're dancing, like, an hour from now or 5 years from now. And now that's just background. That's your pre-reflective response. You know what a world is, you could be there, all that stuff. Why would you want that? Like, what's cool about that for you?
Well,
what does that give you?
I guess it would be analogous to speaking or to language. If you were never taught language when you were a child, you would not have this ability to vibrate vocal cords in you to understand something of thought. And so same thing goes for a computer. We see people constantly finger poking at a keyboard, and then that's that, and the versus typing at 100 words per minute or whatever. So the idea of my life being so much more amazing down the road because I've learned language, I've learned how to type fast on a keyboard, it just accelerates my ability to enrich humanity so much more, to provide to the collective, to provide to myself so much better. That is why I go through the processes of being super duper uncomfortable with starting things, first time, second time, fall on your face, and then you learn from that. You love it because you learn from it. And then you take those lessons, you apply them to your life, you keep practicing, and then that background music down the line, once it's a year down the line, and it's a part of your rhythm, it's a part of your cadence, what you're doing every single moment of time. That's worth it all. That is worth it all. It's such a beautiful life story to be able to paint out, versus saying, if you let that fear absorb you, and if you let that fear impede you from further developing yourself out, down the line, it will be a regret. It's inevitable that it will be a regret.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
Look at that face.
I just want to eat you up right now.
That'd be one way of getting us, right? Or would that be having us? Or